Hey, good afternoon everybody. I just want to do a quick video on how to change out the 3 fletch. These are the 3 fletch to the 4 fletch, just so everybody can watch it instead of reading the directions over and over. Right? This is the Bohning Pro Class Jig. It is able to fletch arrows of 3 or 4 fletchings, right? And straight, left, or right helical. Alright, so the only thing you're going to need that's not in the package is an Allen key. Alright, let's see if I can see what size this is. 3mm. Alright, so a 3mm Allen key. First thing you're going to do is just hold on to the knob and undo the screw. Alright, now you're going to want to hold pressure down, otherwise this cap is going to go flying because there is a pretty strong spring on the inside. Alright, so once we get that screw off, we can go ahead and slowly release our cap. Alright, cap never changes, spring never changes. What does change is your little disc right there. Alright, so let's pull out the 3 flexion one. And they give you 2 different types of, or sorry, not 2 different types, but they give you 2 different discs for your 3 fletch. Right, so really all you have to do is line up the peg holes with the holes on the actual jig itself. Right, but one tricky thing about this is there are notches that run the length of these tops, right? And those notches have to be lined up perfectly with that line on top, otherwise it will not work correctly. Alright, so obviously the first piece that goes in is the one with the pegs. We're going to put that in, making sure our line is lined up. We're going to take our next one, making sure that line is on top, seated properly. Alright, we're going to put our knock holder back in there in whatever 3 position one you were doing, the O or the U. Alright, just for an example, I'm setting it on the 3O. But once again, you gotta make sure that line is lined up with all these lines. Alright, so a little bit of a pain, but not terrible. Move my 4 fletching ones out of the way. Once that is all set and good, you can go ahead and put your spring back on. Put your dial or knob back on, ensuring that that line is lined up with all the other lines. Alright, so a little bit tricky to do here. But once you have all those lined up and you're able to compress that spring, right, it should just be as simple as that screw going back into place. Alright, so I didn't realize this before, but there's actually 2 little notches. Alright, that's the 4 fletch one, that's the 3 fletch one. Alright, so once you have that lined up, too many things to line up, and go ahead and hold that on with one hand. Take your little screw. Alright, screw it a little bit tight. Once that's pretty nice, right and tight, alright, so this thing is giving me a little bit more trouble than it did last time I did it. It was super easy, and I just got it off of camera. Let's see if I can do it while you're not paused. There it is. Alright, felt it seat. You can see that it went all the way down. It's covering the black. Now we can go ahead and put that screw back on. Alright, once you feel it seat, you definitely know you got it. tighten up our screw. Just barely snug, don't over tighten it. Alright, and how you know you got it right is after setting it there, it'll click into its next positions, which for 4 fletching is every 90 degrees, right? And for three fletchings, it's every 120 degrees, alright? So you got 3 little notches on there. We'll fall into 3U, and then 3U's next spot, 3U's third spot. So that would be a 3 fletch one, right? But yeah, it's pretty easy. It's just a little bit of a hassle trying to line up that knob with the specific indent on the inside. Alright, so again, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you got any comments, shoot them down below.